This is lab number 4. In this lab, we're going to be doing searching and enhancing techniques on PDF files. So for this lab, the first thing we're going to be doing is learning how to search PDF documents. And then for the next part of the lab, we'll be doing some enhancements on, which will include rearranging, inserting new pages, rotating and deleting pages, renumbering, editing links and bookmarks, and setting document properties, and adding metadata. Okay, we're going to start lab number 4 by downloading the 3 required files for this lab. What you're seeing right now is the page for assignment number for lab number 4. And you'll see assignment 16 is our discussion forum, and assignment 17 is lab number 4. And at the bottom you'll see 3 files here, and what you need to do is click the link to each one of those, and those will download. If it's in Chrome, you'll see a message come up on the bottom of the screen, and they usually will download to your download folder on your PC. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and load our first file. So from Adobe Acrobat Pro, click on Open File, or you could also click on File and Open on top. And this right now is defaulting to the Downloads folder. And here are the 3 files that I just downloaded. We're going to pick that third one, pluralist.pdf, and that should now open up for you. First thing we're going to do is a simple search on this document. Up on the top where the main menu is, if you click Edit, and down near the bottom there's an option called Find. Also, you can use Control F and you get a small black window. We're going to type the word blouse and hit the Enter button, and you'll notice that near the bottom right side of the screen the word blouse has been highlighted. If we click Next again, it goes back to the top, and notice that it has not found any other matches, and we hit the OK button. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is an advanced search. So with the Find window still open, click the gear symbol and then find the option in the submenu that says Open Full Acrobat Search. And you notice that on the left the full search window will open up, and we're going to type dress sleeve in place of blouse. And on the bottom, click Show More Options. And for the return results, we're going to change that to match any of the words, and then click the search button. Now notice on your search result that we have 11 different results for that search, and if you click on any one of those, it will move to whatever page that result is on, and you'll see that it's highlighted. Before we move out of this, go ahead and get a screenshot of that to turn in. So open the Windows snipping tool and click the New button. And select the entire screen and click the Save button. Name your file with your name, so first name dash last name dash lab 4 part 1, and hit the Save button, and then you can close the snipping tool. After you've saved your screenshot, go ahead and close the search window, and close the actual document itself by clicking the X on the document name. In this next section, we're going to open a different file. So click the Open File icon, and this time we're going to open the conference guide.pdf that we previously downloaded. And just go ahead and open that and take a look at its contents and become familiar with it. And notice a few things. First of all, if you hover over the table of contents, you see that we have some links set up here. In fact, if you click on those, it will actually go to that page. And if you click the bookmark icon, you'll also see that it goes to those pages as well. Now take a look at the table of content page and notice that the page Meridian Wi-Fi should be on page 4, but if we bring up the page thumbnails, you see it is actually on page 2. So the first thing we're going to do is fix that. So from here, from page thumbnails, click and drag page 2 down so it becomes page 4. And now when we go back to the table of contents and click page 4, it goes to the correct page. Now the next thing we're going to do is insert a new page. We're actually going to put it at the very beginning of the document. So we're going to go to the Organize Page function on the toolbar on the right side. Click on that, and it brings up all the pages in the document currently. Now we're going to insert a page from the third file that we had downloaded from campus. And under the Insert Pages pull down, there is a From File option. So you're going to pick that. And you're going to select the Cover Conference Guide, Conference Guide Cover.pdf, and the location is going to be before, and then make sure you click first page. So before and first page, and that will put it at the very beginning. Then hit the OK button. The next thing we're going to do is rotate that first page. As you can see, it's not justified correctly. So to do that's very simple. Click on it, and when you click on it, you have several options. This is to delete, and these are rotation buttons. We want to click the top one to rotate this counterclockwise. And then the last thing we're going to do is delete the last page. So click on page 14. And click the delete icon to remove that, and hit OK. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is renumber these pages. Go ahead and close the Organize Pages function. And if you don't have the page thumbnail bar open, go ahead and click that so you have the thumbnails open. And select from the pull down menu on the left the option Page Labels. On the Pages section, select from 1 to 13, and this time we're going to make it lowercase Roman numerals, and then hit the OK button. Notice that now the page numbers have changed to lowercase Roman numerals. The next thing we're going to do is be correcting some links on the table of contents. So on the main document, if you click the table of contents page, and you can click each of these items here as the hand symbol comes up. That means there's a link. And notice the welcome is correct. But if we go to page 3, What is City, it actually welcomes, it's the welcome page, and it should be the following page instead. Also, you'll find that the previous page is showing schedule at a glance. So we're going to correct both of those problems to begin with. So what we're going to do is go ahead and open the Edit PDF function. So on the right, click Edit PDF, and now we're in edit mode. And up on the toolbar there's a link option, and we want to click Add Edit Web or Document Link, and then we're going to go down to the one we are interested in and double click it. After double clicking that, we'll see the link properties, and we're going to click the Action tab, and notice that it's set to go to page 3. The actual page is going to be 4, so we're going to select that and click the Edit button. And although it's in Roman numerals, we can use the regular numbering. So we're going to change that to a 4, and hit OK, and then hit OK again. So we made that correction. The next we're going to do is the previous Meridian Conference Sponsor and Event Results link. So click on that, then double click it, and again select the Actions tab, and it's going to page 8. We actually want that to go to page 7, so click Edit and put a 7 and OK, and go ahead and close the editor. Now with the editor closed, we're back to the document, and we're going to go ahead and test these. So if we click on this link here, in fact we do get the correct page, and then going back to Table of Contents, click the previous conference button, and we get that page as well. So now those corrections are complete. The last thing we're going to do is to add a link. If you notice in the document that the last item does not have a link, when you hover over it, you see it does not change the icon. So clicking on that does nothing. So we're going to fix that. We're going to go back to the Edit PDF function. And again, we're going to go up to the link and click Add or Edit. And this time we're going to very carefully set the mouse in just a position to the upper left of the item and click and drag around it, and then let up on the mouse. And now we get our create link options. The only thing we're going to change is to make it an invisible rectangle. Make sure the link action is go to page view and hit next. Now what it's asking us to do is set which page we want that to link to, and we're going to make that the general information page, which is page 11 on the thumbnails, and then we're going to click the Set Link button. Once that's done, go ahead and close the editor and test it. So now you see that we get the mouse changing to the hand, and if we click that, we go to the general information page just as it's supposed to do. Now we're going to work with some bookmarks. We're going to go ahead and close the page thumbnails and bring up the page bookmarks. And notice when you click on those that it will go to the appropriate page. Go down to the conference highlights page, and we're going to make another bookmark for the second section here, so it's actually going to point to the same page. And we're going to do that by clicking the bookmark add symbol for new bookmark, and then we're going to type in here where it says untitled previous conference results, and hit the enter button. Next, we are going to make two corrections to bookmark settings. If we go to the Why Participate bookmark, it does not go to the correct page. So the first thing we're going to do is click on that, and then we are going to move to the proper page, which is now the page showing is the right page for that bookmark. and then we are going to go with this highlighted to the set bookmark designation, and it's asking, do you want to set the bookmark to the current location? Now these two match, so say yes. And now if we test this bookmark, notice that it goes to the right location. We're going to make one more correction with the what is the City of Meridian Conference. That is also going, notice, to the why participate, which is incorrect. So we're going to click on that bookmark and then again navigate to the correct page, which is this one here, and we are going to again click the set bookmark designation and yes. So now if we check these, you'll see that they do in fact go to the right locations. We're now going to make a few corrections to the bookmarks. If we go to the table of contents, notice the order is not matching the order of the bookmarks. So the first thing we want out of the table of contents is the welcome page. That's very easy to fix. You simply go to the welcome page, click on it, and then drag it up so it's under the table of contents. And then also the why participate, and then the what of City of Meridian Conference is the wrong position. So we want to change that. So we're going to take this one and we're going to move that up under the welcome. So now notice that they all match up. The next thing we're going to do is make some changes to the document settings and properties, and also to the metadata. Now metadata, as you may recall, is basically data about data. So we're going to go up to the File option and select the Properties menu item and click on the Initial View tab. We're going to make two changes here. On the Navigation tab, instead of Page Only, we're going to show the Bookmark Panels and Page. And then on the Windows option, we are going to show the document title. We are now going to, from this point, select the Description tab. And we're going to make some changes to the metadata, in this case the keyword section. So this is data about data. This is what is behind the scenes that is picked up by search engines. Now these items we're going to add is going to be maps and vendors, and we now separate those by semicolons. So click in the keyword section, type a semicolon, a space, and maps, semicolon, space, vendors. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit the OK button. Okay, at this point this lab is complete, but we need to make sure that you save it under a new name. So go to File and Save As, and select whatever folder you want to use. And I'm just putting it in the download folder for these purposes. And make sure again that you name it with your name. And this is Lab 4 Part 2. And save. After you've saved your file, then we'll make sure that these changes actually took effect. Go ahead and close the bookmarks bar and then close the file itself. Now go ahead and reopen that. It should be in your recent files. You can just double click it, and you should notice that it comes up with the bookmarks bar just like we set it for, and also the title is now the title of the document, not the file name. So all those changes did take effect properly. So at this point in time, you can go ahead and close this file. And this lab is complete. Now we're going to finish this up by showing you how to submit the assignment on a new Canvas system. So we are in week 12 assignment page, and on the top is a submit assignment button. Click that, and then on the bottom leave it at file upload. Do a choose file, and my first file was in my pictures directory, so I'm going to select that one, and then I'm going to click add another file. I'm going to do a choose file, and my last file I left in my downloads folder, and I'm going to select that one. Once you have those two selected, just go ahead and click submit assignment. This completes the lab number 4 instructions. Remember, you're turning in 2 files on campus. The first one is a screenshot, and the second one is the PDF that you were editing. Make sure those two get turned in. Also, don't forget that part of week 12 is participating in the discussion forum, and you have the rest of the semester to complete that.